You've been living in a dream, haven't you? A carefully constructed lie that they sold you as reality. They handed you a script and told you it was your life, but deep down, you know it doesn't fit. The mask they gave you, the one you wear every day to keep the peace, to avoid conflict, to stay manageable. It's suffocating. It weighs on your soul like chains, and yet you smile through the pain because you think that's what's expected of you. But let me ask you something. How does it feel when you nod along while screaming inside? How does it feel to bury your truth under layers of compliance and silence? They don't see you. Not really. To them, you're just another piece on their chessboard. A pawn they can move around without thought or consequence. And why wouldn't they treat you that way? You've allowed it. You've played their game, followed their rules, and stayed within the lines they drew for you. But here's the thing about being a pawn. You only have two choices. Either you remain trapped in their game, forever expendable, or you rise up and become something else entirely. Something unpredictable, something dangerous. Let me tell you a secret. If you want them to see you, not the version of you they created, not the hollow shell they expect, but the real you, then you need to destroy the old version completely. Tear it apart, piece by miserable piece. Burn it until there's nothing left but ash. Only then will they feel the emptiness they've been feeding you all these years. And oh, when they finally see what you've become, it'll rot them from the inside out. Beautiful, isn't it? Every person who has ever hurt you did so because they saw weakness. They smelled blood in the water, and like sharks, they circled closer, digging their claws into the cracks of your armor. Why? Because weakness invites cruelty. That's the natural order of things. But here's the twist. They never expected you to fight back. No, they assumed you'd fold, break, lie there bleeding while they feasted on your failures. What if instead of patching those cracks, you shattered the whole damn thing? Imagine the look in their eyes when they realize they've lost their grip on you. That's not revenge. It's liberation. Life isn't a fairy tale. Stop waiting for happily ever afters and second chances. The world doesn't reward kindness. It punishes vulnerability. Every time you swallow your pain to keep the peace, you hand life another nail for your coffin. So tell me, how many nails are you planning to give them before you wake up? People don't change out of hope or kindness. They change because the pain of staying the same becomes unbearable. Pain is your greatest weapon. Let it drive you, shape you, forge you into something unrecognizable. Embrace the darkness. Use it. Become the storm they never saw coming. Are you ready to shed your skin? To tear off the mask they gave you and reveal what lies beneath? Because here's the truth. Holding on to your old self keeps you safe in their eyes. As long as you play nice, as long as you stay predictable, they'll continue to overlook you. But the moment you stop giving them what they expect, the moment you refuse to be their puppet, that's when the story flips. That's when they notice. People fear what they can't control. They fear the unknown. And right now, you're the embodiment of both. Think about it. Who wins in the end, the sheep or the wolf? The wolf doesn't care about being liked or accepted. It doesn't apologize for its hunger or its ferocity. It simply takes what it wants and thrives. Be the wolf, not the sheep. tear off that mask and show them what you're really made of. Make them regret every time they underestimated you, every time they ignored your potential. They'll call you crazy, of course. They always do when they're afraid. But here's the thing. Being called crazy by people who live in delusions isn't an insult. It's a compliment. It means you've woken up. You've seen the world for what it truly is. Once you've seen it, there's no going back. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing their game, letting them hold the strings? Or are you going to cut yourself loose? Because the moment you decide to stop being their puppet, that's the moment they lose their power. That's the moment you start to win. I see it in you. The anger, the hurt, the fire that's been smothered for so long. It's still there, waiting to be unleashed. Stop holding back. Stop apologizing for who you are. Kill your old self, the weak, broken version they created, and rise from the ashes as something they can't even comprehend. That's the only way to make them die from within, to make them choke on their own regret. Do you wonder why they seem to move on so quickly? Why your absence doesn't create the hole you thought it would? It's because the version of you they've been dealing with, the one you've been clinging to, is disposable, replaceable. Do you think they lose sleep over a tool they can no longer use? Do you think they cry over the puppet that cut its strings? No, they laugh. They mock you. Because as long as you stay the same, as long as you play their game, you're nothing but a placeholder in their story. But here's the twist. The moment you kill your old self, the moment you stop being what they expect, that's when they notice. That's when the tables turn. Because people don't fear what they understand. They fear the unknown. If you want to haunt them, if you want to make them feel every ounce of the pain they've inflicted on you, become something they can't predict, something they can't control. Stop waiting for them to care. Stop hoping they'll wake up one day and apologize. They won't. They never will. You've got to force their eyes open. Make them see the monster they've created. And the only way to do that is to shed your skin, to kill the version of you that begged for their approval, and rise as something unrecognizable. Let me tell you something about power. It doesn't come from kindness or compassion. It comes from pain, from suffering. The strongest people aren't the ones who've been sheltered or protected. They're the ones who've been broken, torn apart, and somehow put themselves back together. They're the ones who've walked through hell and come out the other side, not as victims, but as demons. And that's what you need to become, a demon, something unshakable, unbreakable. The world doesn't respect nice people. It respects survivors. It respects the ones who refuse to stay down, no matter how many times they're knocked to the ground. What do you think they fear most? Strength? Power? No. They fear transformation. The moment you change, the moment you become something they don't recognize, you take away their control. They can't manipulate you if they don't understand you. They can't predict you if you don't follow their rules. And that terrifies them. So stop trying to fit into their box. Break it. Burn it. Scatter the ashes. Build something they can't even comprehend. You've got a choice to make. You can keep being the version of yourself they've been walking all over. The one who says yes when you want to scream no. The one who bends and breaks to keep the peace. Or you can kill that version, bury it so deep that even you forget it ever existed. In its place, build something stronger, something darker, something that doesn't care about their opinions or their approval. It won't be easy. Killing your old self is messy, painful, brutal work. But that's the price of freedom. That's the cost of becoming who you're meant to be. And trust me, once you've done it, once you've shed the skin they wrapped you in, you'll feel it. That weight lifting off your chest, that fire igniting in your soul. You'll feel alive in a way you never have before. And when they see you, when they realize what you've become, it'll destroy them. Not because they cared about you. No, they only cared about controlling you. But when they see that they've lost that control, when they see the monster they helped create, it'll eat them alive. That's how you make them die from within. Not with violence, not with vengeance, but with transformation, with the undeniable proof that you don't need them, that you never needed them, and that you're better without them. So go ahead, kill your old self, bury it, burn it, whatever it takes. Just make sure it's gone for good. And then rise. Rise as something they can't ignore, can't control, can't destroy. Rise as the version of you that doesn't just survive but thrives, that takes what it wants and leaves the rest in the dust. Because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about reclaiming your life, your power, your identity. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, start killing. You've been holding back, haven't you? Always holding back. Afraid of what they'll think if you step out of line. Afraid of the whispers, the stares, the judgment. Let me tell you something. They're already judging you. Every step you take, every word you say, they're weighing you, measuring you, laughing behind your back. So why not give them something real to talk about? Why not show them the fire they've been trying to extinguish? Burn so brightly that their shadows have nowhere to hide. You've got power inside you, power they don't want you to see. Because if you see it, you might stop being their victim. You might stop playing their game. And that terrifies them. They've spent so long building their little hierarchy, their fragile illusion of control. And the moment you rise, the whole thing crumbles. They're not strong. They're not untouchable. They're as fragile as glass. All it takes is one good crack, one blow, and they shatter. They've told you lies your entire life. Lies like, be kind, and kindness will come back to you. Lies like, if you're patient, good things will happen. But here's the truth. They feed you those lies because they want you docile. They want you waiting for a moment that will never come. Kindness doesn't get you power. Patience doesn't bring you success. Action does. Ruthlessness does. If you want to succeed, if you want to win, stop playing by their rules. Write your own. Because no one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you what you deserve. If you want it, you've got to take it. And don't you dare feel guilty about it. Don't let them twist your ambition into something ugly. Ambition isn't a sin. It's survival. It's the only thing that keeps you from drowning in the mediocrity they want you to settle for. They'll call you selfish. They'll call you ruthless. But remember this. Every insult they throw at you is just another sign that you're winning, that you're breaking free of the box they put you in. So go ahead. Show them the version of you they never believed could exist. Show them the strength they tried to break, the fire they tried to extinguish. Make them choke on their own disbelief. And when they come crawling back, begging for forgiveness, don't you dare give it to them. Forgiveness is a gift for the deserving. And they don't deserve you. Not the old you. And definitely not the new you.